Hey everyone, it's Nicole, and welcome to January 27th, 2011, month 8th. 1 month 8th. How does that even make sense? I guess the hormones are starting to affect the way I speak. Wish they would affect my voice. They affect everything else. I'm not the same person. So 8 months. 8 months and changes. Lots of changes. Longer, prettier hair. And we're not going to go into it because it's obvious at this point that things change. So, what else is going on is this is probably one of the most surreal, enlightening, different, ever-changing weeks I've had of my life. It's not even over. It's only Thursday, and well, I guess it all started on the 8th of January, my first day back from my vacation, my engagement vacation, we'll call it. And it was really the first day that people started calling me Nikki. And it was a good day. Um, and so even though I wasn't wearing makeup and other things, I had support from the staff, support from the management, and I was who I was. So the week of the 10th, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, most places were closed here in Atlanta because a snowflake fell. Well, actually, we had an ice storm, which is different than the Northeast, where I came from. Everything should shut down for an ice storm because people already don't know how to drive down here and throw a little bit of ice on the ground, and I'm sure that you're going to make for a body shop's utopia. you know, broken pieces of cars everywhere. But I do have some pictures that I'll put up. They're probably on my Facebook that are real cool because I was an idiot and drove to work on that Monday when it was snowing like crazy. So first real week I was out started like the 11th, 12th, 13th, and till now. And whereas people knew kind of sort of what I was but didn't, as soon as people start calling you Nikki and Nicole at work, things are much different. And in 1 week, I had a lot of different things happen. And well, let's put it this way. We'll start off by saying this. It's very funny because I'm at least 6'2", probably a little bit more. I know I'm 74 inches, but everyone says you can't just be 6'2", you got to be taller. And I don't care. 6'2". Um, it's 6'2", and real cute too. I used to be 250 pounds at my biggest, and I usually carried around about 220, 230. I never feared other people. I didn't have to. First of all, you're a boy. Second of all, you're a big boy, and you know it's kind of a deterrent being a big boy, and you don't have to worry about people giving you shit all the time. Only people that are bigger than you're gonna give you shit. And usually, bigger people aren't meaner. It's a general statement, but it's true. So I spent my week, um, this past week, pretty much having one incident after another. I should say one incident after another of just people that are weren't accepting me. So we'll start over with what's going on here. So on Sunday, the last of them happened. And that one scared the bejesus out of me because I never even thought that I would be someone that would have to worry about being assaulted. So, sorry, just scratch an itch. So what happened was I was at work and it was probably within the last hour of my shift, probably the last 45 minutes. So I'm going to go with that, but it could be anywhere from an hour to 45 minutes. Two men were at my iPads. Don't make jokes about that. And they were looking at them. One's playing Angry Birds and really intent on trying to get through level one. And the other guy is like trying to look at this movie site that didn't look too, they looked a little shady, but I don't know. The movies weren't going to play because, of course, they were Flash or Silverlight or AVI or something, and they weren't. So that gentleman says, "Listen, I get these movies, and they're not the movies you'd buy here. Ha ha ha. And I'd like to play them on here. How would I do that?" I said, "Well, if they're on your computer, all you have to do is pretty much just have them encoded for iTunes." And as I'm saying that, he looks up, stares at my chest, and says, I got to take this." And he pulls out his phone, which isn't ringing, and then walks towards home theater. Within about 10 seconds, the other guy's phone rings a few times because he's still trying to get the bird to kill the pig in Angry Birds. And if you played Angry Birds, which 900 out of 1,000 people play, I should say 999 out of 1,000 play on an iPhone or iPad, you'd understand that this guy is like really captivated by the game, and his phone's ringing, and he finally picks up his phone, and all I hear is, "Listen, get away from that effing blank, and turn around and walk towards me." So the guy turned around, and I see him, and you see him walk away. Now the key there was, I heard everything because this guy's phone was loud. I mean, loud. And, well, whatever happens, these guys are asked to leave at some point after I say something because evidently they probably said something to the person that walked over there and talked to them for me. 45 minutes goes by, it's time to leave. I get my stuff together, I get my pretty Gap sweater, girly sweater, and I go to leave, and I exit the building and step into the parking lot, and I'm walking towards where my car is all the way in the distance, and for some reason I look to the left, and there's a red F-150 with these two gentlemen that all of a sudden starts coming towards me. Not fast, slowly. So my heart races a little bit, and I go, there's other things for them to do. They could have been checking on which animal they want to accost next, or which, maybe they were in Office Max buying paper. Who knows? But as I walked through the row of cars, the first row, and stepped into the second aisle, they were already down at the end of the first aisle and could have just drove to the entrance, the back entrance, which is right there. Not right there, but very close to there. But they turned down that aisle that I was in. So at that point, I was like, well, maybe they are coming towards me because nobody in their right mind is going to go wait on that line over there to get out of the parking lot because Sundays are busy and the line to get out of the parking lot is large on the main entrance because it's on a main road with no light. So I got a little bit weary at that point, or a lot, or freaking out. I don't know because I was hiding it from myself. And I looked and I saw a police officer over there, and I walked over to his car. So I walked to the police officer, and I just, noticed he's just letting somebody go that he'd stopped, and say, "Listen, I'm transgender, and you know me. I work in Best Buy for Apple, and see that F-150? There's two guys in there. They followed me in the parking lot. They went in the store. They said some derogatory things towards me. Just cut me off." He said, "Listen, honey, just get in the car." I said, "Okay." So I get in the car with him. He drives me over to my car and says, you really got to park closer." And I point to my parking spot. I said, "That's where I normally park. But I went to lunch today," and he just said, "Listen, if you're going to be in this area, just think about it. When you're leaving at night, just get your car closer before it gets dark." I'm like, "Okay." So I get in my car. I go out the back entrance, and then I'm on the side street turning onto the main street, and I look behind me, and they're behind me. But behind them was the police officer. So that's the last time I looked because I was freaking out. But I should say that's not the last time I looked. That's the last time I saw them. By the time I got up to where the highway was, they weren't behind me anymore. I don't know if the cops stopped them. I don't know if they got scared and went on their own way. I don't know if they were ever just always going to come after me. I could have been making this all up in my head. But what this did for me was it put me into a very different place. I am a target, and I live in Northwest Georgia. And it might not be the safest place in the world for me. I don't know. But all of a sudden, this very surreal, very different outlook on who and what I am is becoming it's making me think differently. And that's not a pun because I work for Apple. I was scared, and I talked to my fiance about it, and evidently that's something I should have told because she's been in the trans community forever. I mean, she's been helping the trans community forever, I should say. She's not trans. Not that it matters, but she is a genetic female. But I just realized by not telling her how scared I got. That's all. So be careful. I'm telling you this because 8 months into transition, that's one of the things I never, ever, 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 ever took into account. And it's something that this woman in my life, the love of my life, has been telling me for 3 months that she's scared of where I live, that there's people that don't accept down there, that you're going to get into trouble like this. And not that it's not going to happen everywhere, but that it's going to happen more often here. And, you know, in 1 week I had 3 issues, and the biggest issue was somebody following me in a parking lot, possibly. And I'd have to say, be aware. Just be aware of who you're becoming and make adjustments. Talk to real females, I guess. That's the end of that statement. That's the last I ever want to talk about that. So the other thing that happened this week, really good, really different, is Apple changed my name, or allowed me to change my preferred name, but it shows up as my name in the directory. My team has been instructed by me and backed up by my boss and my supervisor to start addressing me as Nicole or Nikki. My email address has changed. My business cards have changed. My badge will change as soon as I get somebody to take a really good picture of me. And I'm different. You know, it's a different week. I'm full-time. And today's my first day to go in. It's not my real first day. My real first day was the other day, which was Tuesday. But Tuesday wasn't a real day. It was just different because it was on a phone call. It wasn't at work. Everyone got the message on Monday night to call me Nikki or Nicole, which is weird because at Best Buy they've been calling me Nikki or Nicole for 2 weeks since I came back from Chicago. So Tuesday, really long day, really long. Electrolysis, laser for down under. Well, family counseling for my kids because they have to, you know, make this. Went to the mall in between laser and family counseling, and I had this done. First time I've ever had a manicure. And that's bad because I used to chew my nails down to the quick. Seriously. And this is great. And then after that, I drove down to Decatur, where our transgender group meets, and went shopping in a thrift store because I got to get ready for this sales meeting that we have at Apple. And bought 2 pair of pants, 5 shirts, and a skirt for $28. Whoa. And they were awesome, awesome clothes. And then I went out with my friends and skipped the transgender meeting. 2 of my transgender friends, 2 of my friends, I don't care what they are, my friends, met me at one met me at the resale shop, the thrift store, and the other one we went and picked up, and we went to go eat Indian food, and then we went out for the best martini I ever had. It's called the Twist. It's like blackberry and blueberry and simple syrup, and it sounds like a girly drink, but it was good. It definitely wasn't a girly drink. It put hair on the back of your throat, let me tell you. It was good. I had a good time talking, and then we went back to my friend Tommy's house and talked some more, and you know what? I live in the wrong area. I really need to be somewhere else where there's more people that I can talk to and be around my community because I live up here like I'm the only trans person that lives here. Alright everyone, I've ranted enough. 8 months. Tune in next month for month 9. I'll probably do a video or 2 in between now and then. I love you all. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Sorry to make them 15 minutes every time. I talk a lot. So you have a great day. Bye-bye.